Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another showcase for you today in the Open Ultra League from my friend Green Groudon PvP. Now, he used to have a different name, but he said he had changed his name because he was inspired by me and he enjoyed my content. Now, I used to cast for him many times in the past, but it's been a while. I don't know if he took a break. Maybe he did. I'm not really sure. But either way, we are taking a look at his team. I know he left a note saying all of his Pokemon have 15 attack in IVs. I don't know the other stats, but either way, a triple shiny team and a non-XL team, which is really cool, and a really powerful team. These are powerful Pokemon. Charizard, Cobalion, and Giratina. So this team, I do imagine, works really well. I guess we'll see. I guess the team could struggle against Jellicent. I mean, it would struggle against Jellicent, I guess, and some other Pokemon like Ghost types. But nonetheless, we can see how these games play out. Speaking of Jellicent, Charizard does go for a Blast Burn. I mean, the Blast Burn attacks are adding up, to be fair, right? But still, I mean, obviously, Jellicent can survive two of them. And Jellicent will be able to farm down. The opponent does have a shield advantage. Out comes Giratina. You do have to watch out for the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball does not KO, but it does do a lot, and that is the Shadow Ball. So out comes Gliscor. Gliscor will be hit with a Dragon Claw right now. So this Giratina is running Dragon Claw and Ancient Power. So trying to get to another one. No, able to catch the Night Slash on Cobalion. Very good catch. The only issue here is that your attacks really don't do much. I guess the Stone Edge does, but, the opponent could shield. You could bait here, and that's probably what is going to happen. This is probably the Earthquake. It is the Earthquake, so that is a good shield. Cobalion is going to be able to get off this attack right now. I agree with the bait. I think they'll shield. The opponent does shield. Very good bait. Going for the Stone Edge now. If the opponent shields, and they might shield, at least you get their final shield. And they do not actually shield that, so beautiful call not to bait. The opponent going to go ahead and definitely go for the Earthquake now. This will be enough to knock out the shiny Cobalion. Easy. But out comes Giratina. Giratina wants to farm this down, but the switch into Jellicent. Now, can the Jellicent get to another move is the question. I feel like they can't because they did throw the Shadow Ball. Oh, they do. You know what Jellicent does, but is it only a Surf? It might not KO. It is a Surf. It does not KO. Oh my gosh, the Hex got the Giratina. Yeah, trying to farm down and then throw an attack, but unfortunately not able to do so. Good game. Moving on, we have a Jellicent in the lead. I did say Jellicent is tough. The opponent's actually going to switch into Scrafty. That's actually a very interesting switch because Scrafty definitely wins this matchup if they shield, but Cobalion does have an energy advantage, so we'll see how this plays out. The opponent does have to shield, and I mean, at the end of the day, Scrafty is weak to these fighting attacks. A very interesting switch, but I also understand wanting to save the Jellicent for the Charizard, right? Obviously, Scrafty doesn't really like it. But anyway, Cobalion is going to be able to get off this Sacred Sword, so able to get both shields. Very nice. So Scrafty will be able to win, but at least you have 2 shield advantage. That is huge. So Charizard is coming in. Charizard's definitely going for the farm down. Foul play will do a lot. It is a foul play. Yeah, it does a lot of damage, but Charizard is going to be able to farm down. Kind of probably going to rely on Giratina. So going to go ahead and switch out. Oh, I think this Giratina caught a Surf, actually. I think they caught a Surf. They did catch a Surf. Beautiful catch. Out comes the Powder Snow Alola Ninetales. This is rough, but what I will say is you do have a 2 shield advantage. Gonna go ahead and let this one go, recognizing that you could take it. Ancient Power is super effective. Ooh, you might need a boost here. You might need a boost. No boost. Trying to get to another Ancient Power. The Ninetales does get to a Weather Ball. This will KO, so Giratina is going to go ahead and protect itself from going down. And going for the Ancient Power, it's still not going to be enough to KO. This is going to be rough. That Jellicent is going to be tough to beat. Oh no, oh, this KOs. Are we going to see a shield? No, just going to let it go. Going to rely on Charizard to beat the Jellicent. Up a shield? That might be a thing, actually. I don't know. You need 3 Blast Burns to KO it. Let's see. Charizard is going to be able to get off 1. And it definitely will be able to get off another one. How about 2 Blast Burns and a Dragon Claw will be enough, I think, after the wing attacks? Yeah, it will. It will. Obviously, you have to shield the Surf. Do they have 2 Surfs? I do not know. Charizard is going to go ahead and shield it. Excuse me. Whew. Excuse me. But Charizard does get to the Dragon Claw. Let's go. And it's going to be able to take out the Jellicent. So, despite the poor lead, going to be able to take that one. Good game. Well played. Moving on. Charizard into Trevenant. You absolutely love to see it. The backline doesn't really like Trevenant. But I will be honest with you. Most of the Trevenant I see, and I do battle a lot of Trevenant, but most of them are in the back compared to the lead, at least from my experience. Okay, so gonna go ahead and switch out into Cobalion after going for the Dragon Claw. I do like this play because you do resist the Dragon Claw and the Ancient Power, which seems to be the common moveset nowadays on Giratina. If they have Shadow Sneak, that is neutral. Shadow Force is neutral as well, but Shadow Force is pretty rare from what I could tell. But you know, it's still a thing. Okay, so we do see a Dragon Claw, totally fine. Cobalion able to easily take it. Another Dragon Claw. Definitely if they have Ancient Power, they're going for the Dragon Claw. Yeah, they obviously have Ancient Power. And here comes another one. So, I mean, Giratina is that tanky that it could just get this Cobalion really low, actually. Are we going to see a Sacred Stone? We might. Oh my gosh, they actually get to another one, forcing the Cobalion to shield this. So, could have thrown earlier, but that's totally fine. Gonna go ahead and throw this Sacred Sword right now. This might not KO, but maybe you could double kick down. Oh, the opponent... Ooh, the opponent actually shields. Now the opponent is fighting for switch. The opponent might shield this one as well. They do. Can Cobalion make it? No! And that Giratina is actually able to win that matchup. Well, it goes to show you how tanky and how strong Giratina ulted is. And as expected, it does have Ancient Power. In comes Galarian Stunfisk. However, this Blast Burn is going to do a lot. The problem is it's not going to KO it. It's not going to one-shot it. So maybe a catch. Going for the catch, but not able to get it. However, in comes this Trevenant. So Trevenant will be hit with this Ancient Power right now. Hoping for the boost. Not able to get it. I think a Shadow Ball is enough to KO the Giratina. Going to go ahead and go for a Dragon Claw. And this Dragon Claw is going to get them low. Okay, they do throw an attack. They're going to give very little fun to the Charizard, and I don't think Charizard can make it to a Blast Burn, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, they have another attack. They funked up a lot, but is it a Shadow Ball? If it's not a Shadow Ball, that's fine. It's a Seed Bomb. Obviously not going to KO. But yeah, I mean, Charizard cannot make it to a Blast Burn because the Stunfisk has an attack, but this does not KO. So Stunfisk is still going to be able to win that one despite the good lead. Unfortunately, flipping switch definitely mattered for the opponent. Good game. Well played to both trainers. The opponent played really well to double shield that Giratina. Good game. Moving on, okay, going up against Scrafty, good lead. Out comes Nidoqueen, a Pokemon you don't see every day, but Giratina can handle the Nidoqueen pretty well. I've battled Nidoqueen this season with Stone Edge and Earth Power, so pretty interesting moveset. So I don't know if that's what this Nidoqueen is running, but regardless, you don't have to shield the Stone Edge, you don't have to shield the Earth Power. They do have Poison Fang, you certainly don't have to shield that. This is probably the Earth Power, but it's not going to be enough to KO. It is the Earth Power, so you're going to be able to take that one. And 2 Dragon Claws will be enough to KO. Yeah, definitely a good matchup for the Giratina because the Giratina does resist the Poison Fang and Poison Jab attacks. Going to go ahead and go for another one right now. Yes, as we know, as I said, going to be enough to KO. Totally fine. In comes Scrafty. Scrafty's probably going for the aggressive Fawn Down, so it's going to get a lot of energy, which is a little bit concerning, I guess. But, you know, I guess we'll see. Yeah, they're definitely going for the Fawn Down. They will have to eat another Dragon Claw, though. So this Dragon Claw is going to connect. And there goes the Fawn Down. Very good Fawn Down from the opponent. Out comes Charizard. I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. It should be the foul play. No, they're going to bait with the Power Punch. Beautiful call there. But now, if this is the foul play, it's going to do a tremendous amount of damage. Oh, and it's another bait. The opponent with the baits. Slowbro. Ooh, okay. Slowbro. Does this Slowbro have the new Surf attack? Or does it not? Was it submitted before Community Day? Maybe this was used before Community Day. I'm not positive. But let's see what the opponent goes for. They do go for the Surf, so it was after Community Day. So the Stone Edge is coming out right now from the Cobalion. And this is going to do a good amount of damage. Really wants to get just one more off. Just going to let this one go. They probably don't have Focus Blast. Yeah, they just go for Surf. They probably have... What other move does this have? It has... I know it has Psychic, right? It has Sludge Bomb. That could be a move that it has. So yeah, they're just going for Surf. The opponent does switch out, but this Cobalion is able to go for the Stone Edge. So nice catch by the opponent. Out comes Charizard. An attack coming in. Gonna go ahead and let this go. Even if it's a foul play, you'd rather take the foul play than the Surf, but it's not. It's a power punch. So good call not shielding that. Slowbro is coming in. And the opponent is going to concede that, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played to both trainers, able to take that one. Let's go. Moving on, Charizard into Charizard. So we have a mirror match. Not only a mirror match, but it's a shiny mirror match. Very, very cool. The opponent does catch on their Jellicent. Gotta respect. The opponent, good catch. But I guess at the end of the day, I mean, still, it does decent damage, even though it's resisted. But that was still a good catch from the opponent. Okay, Charizard is gonna, not Charizard, Giratina is gonna go ahead and shield that. It is a Shadow Ball, so that is a good shield. Charging up for the possible, Shadow Force, I do like that, although, as I said earlier, most Giratina are not running Shadow Force, but I have been hit with Shadow Force, so it is a thing, it could exist, right? The opponent gonna go ahead and shield that. But another Dragon Claw coming in from the Giratina, which is huge. Will the opponent shield this one to get off a Shadow Ball? They will shield it. And now this is definitely a Shadow Ball. Giratina should live this, but going to go ahead and shield anyway to preserve health. Out comes Charizard. The beautiful thing is Ancient Power is double super effective. But can you make it? No, you cannot. But do you survive this? I mean, do you barely survive this? You do barely survive it. Enough to get off the Ancient Power. Let's go. I wasn't sure if the Giratina was going to survive it. But they do survive. Oh, so much damage. So much damage. Out comes Trevenant. Okay, Charizard is still healthy. So amazing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yep, Charizard is going to be able to win CMP over the Trevenant and get off this Blast Burn. Obviously, this melts away the Trevenant. Easy. And out comes Jellicent. So I did say at the beginning of the video that it might be difficult to beat Jellicent, but we've seen Jellicent and we've seen this trainer beat Jellicent, so that's really good. Moving on, we have Charizard into Scrafty. Good matchup. The opponent switches into Seaking. Ooh, Seaking. Seaking does have Icy Wind. It does indeed have Icy Wind, so that's why Giratina wanted to throw its attack immediately, but unfortunately, it does lose CMP. So you do have to keep that in mind. Going into Cobalion, maybe the play, because Seaking might be able to win this, although they do have Drill Run, so I don't know, Drill Run would be super effective, so maybe not. But either way, Giratina will be hit with Icy Wind, and going for the Ancient Power, just going for the boost, I guess. I mean, this Giratina is double debuffed at this point in time, no boost, able to get off another Dragon Claw. Now, Giratina could probably win this if it invests a shield. And you do want to win this matchup. And unfortunately, the attack is coming through. Just going to let it go. I guess because Charizard and Cobalion both can fight that Scrafty, right? So out comes Cobalion, especially with an energy advantage. So Scrafty is coming in. But yeah, Scrafty will have to invest shields if it wants to win this matchup. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe the opponent has an answer for Charizard in the back. Hopefully not. The switch. Out comes Skuntank. Okay. Going for the bait. Okay, I'm not sure if the opponent's going to shield this one or not. Let's find out. They do shield it. Beautiful bait. Beautiful bait. Now, if you have the Charizard, you can go ahead and shield this one up so you can land a Blast Burn. Going to Overfarm as well. I like it. Not going too much. The opponent actually going to concede there. Yeah, that's going to be a win. Because this would be enough to obliterate that Shadow Skuntank. Even if it didn't KO, it would get it very low. Good game. Moving on, Charizard into Umbreon, the tank of all tanks, Umbreon. So the opponent is going to go ahead and switch into Milotic. Out comes Giratina. Okay, so the interesting thing about this is, maybe going into Cobalion, just because they have Dragon Tail, they could also have Blizzard. That could be a thing. I don't know if Milotic generally carry Blizzard. I think it could be Hydro Pump. It probably isn't Hydro Pump. They probably have, they have Surf, right? So yeah, it could be Blizzard. What else does it have? Is it Blizzard or Ice Beam? I'm not too familiar with Milotic, to be honest. But either way, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and let this attack go through. It should be another Surf. It is another Surf. So Giratina is going to be able to get off this Dragon Claw. Let's see if the opponent shields. Let's see if Giratina can still win this matchup. The opponent does shield, so the opponent wants to win this matchup. Cobalion farmed down. No, Charizard farmed down. That's interesting because now you have to shield the serve. I would have farmed down probably with the Cobalion. But Charizard's getting a lot of energy. But no, the Umbreon actually coming in. Very interesting to bring in the Umbreon from the opponent. But now Cobalion comes in, and the opponent is just going to concede there. So, well played. Yeah, well played. I mean, obviously, the Cobalion onto that Umbreon is an amazing matchup, right? But yeah, farming down with Charizard, yeah, I guess that was probably the way to go. That made sense. So, good play, good play. But anyway, this Cobalion is going to go ahead and go for the Sacred Sword right now into the Swampert. Yeah, in a very interesting matchup because this is probably a Hydro Cannon, but if it's an Earthquake, it KOs. Hydro Cannon probably almost KOs. The opponent pulling the switch into Trevenant. Ooh, feels bad, man. Feels bad. Nice catch by the opponent. They caught the Sacred Sword, right? But at least this Cobalion can make it to the Stone Edge. We're not going to see a shield because they know the Charizard is chilling in the back. They probably want to charge up a lot of energy. Maybe the Trevenant can make it to another Shadow Ball against the Charizard. That's probably the opponent's thought. That's probably what they want to do. And this is probably the Shadow Ball. I don't think you Seed Bomb here. Yeah, Shadow Ball, so much damage. Still able to take it. 2, 3, 4, 5. They're barely not able to get off a Seed Bomb. Good. Out comes Swampert, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the Dragon Claw. The Charizard does have a lot of energy, which is nice. Dragon Claw will connect, and the opponent will get off a Hydro Cannon, which will KO the Charizard. But can Charizard farm down? Probably not. We might see a switch. No. Can Charizard farm down? Oh, switch. Ooh, catching the Hydro Cannon. Good catch. Good catch. This is definitely a Hydro Cannon. No problem. Charizard does have energy. Ooh, Talonflame. This is actually nice because this Ancient Power, of course, is going to be super effective towards the Talonflame. And the opponent is not going to shield it. The opponent still has 2 shields. They called the Dragon Claw. Crazy, crazy call by the opponent. But they were trying to, I guess they expected the Dragon Claw. That worked out. So this is going to be a Brave Bird. But Brave Bird, no, they're actually going for the Flame Charge. Okay, that's fine. Should be a win here. Because a Flame Charge will not KO, a Brave Bird will. It is a Brave Bird. But Charizard... Oh, was that some lag? That looked like lag, but either way, Charizard is able to successfully farm down and take that game. Good game, well played. Moving on, Charizard into Cresselia. Not really great, I don't like Cresselia, but the opponent actually switching into Walrein. Very, very interesting. The opponent switching out. Well, you know what? So to be fair, if you have Grass Knot and Moonblast, it is resisted by fire attack, so that tells me that's the moveset on Cresselia. A lot of Cresselia is off-battled and have Future Sight just to hit Pokemon like Charizard and Talonflame, but obviously the opponent does not have it, so that is a good call, or that is a good thing, I should say. Either way, this Walrein is going to go ahead and go for an Icicle Spear. Beautiful call not to shield that, and we're going to see a farm down. The Cresselia can come back in, and it could take Stone Edge attacks, but the Cobalion is still going to get off a couple of Stone Edges. Doesn't really do anything. Going to go ahead and switch into Charizard. Cresselia, yeah, I mean, there's no way they have Future Sight. They wouldn't have switched out if they have Future Sight, right? Never mind, they have Future Sight. So out comes the... Is that an Obstagoon that came in? I think that was an Obstagoon. Blast Burn is coming out. It is an Obstagoon. Beautiful. Dragon Claw coming out. I think that may have been a CMP tie, but that's totally fine. And, okay, yes, it was a CMP tie. You probably, yeah, let the Charizard go. Makes sense, makes sense. So this is going to be enough to KO that Charizard, but totally fine. Double kick down. Yeah, looks like we're seeing some lag, but hopefully it doesn't affect it too much. Cresselia coming in. Gonna go ahead and go for the bait right now. Let's see. Cresselia might not shield. They do not shield. Unfortunate. Just gonna go ahead and go for the Stone Edge. Yeah, I mean, the Stone Edge doesn't threaten a KO, so they don't have to shield. But they are getting pretty low. Yeah, this should be a win regardless. Gonna go ahead and go for the, just the Sacred Sword, just to get whatever damage you can onto that Cresselia now. The Cresselia going for an attack. Honestly, you could probably Shadow Claw down. You take a Moonblast. I mean, obviously, like, yeah, the Givotine is definitely gonna win. And look at that beautiful leg. The opponent just quits because they realize it's over. Good game to both trainers. Moving on. Okay. Not really good. I mean, you do take neutral from the ice attacks, and that Walrein does get to the Icicle Spears really fast, right? Although the Blast Burn will do a lot because it is neutral, so that's a good thing. But Charizard is going to be able to get it off, but the Wolverine does shield it up. Good shield by the opponent, but we do see an Icicle Spear. 2 Icicle Spears should pick up the KO after the Powder Snows. So yeah, we're going to see another Icicle Spear. Charizard going to go ahead and shield it, really wanting to land a Blast Burn. I mean, you could a debate. I like debate. You could possibly try and catch an Icicle Spear on Cobalion. The opponent actually going to go ahead and shield that. And we do see the Blast Burn come out. So this will 100% land because the opponent is out of shields. Almost KOing it. The Wolverine will still win the matchup unless if you shield. If you shield, you can win the matchup. Not going to shield. I don't think it's worth the shield either. So Cobalion is coming in, getting ahead on energy. Don't show me something this Cobalion won't like. And I guess Cobalion does not like that. Giratina is coming in. But the Moonblast attacks, not really something that the Giratina is going to appreciate. But we do see the Dragon Claw. And, okay, the Cresselia is going to go ahead and definitely go for the Moonblast, no doubt about it. So, yeah, able to take it, but you still don't really like it. But who knows what's in the back. Hopefully something Cobalion enjoys to see. We're going to see an Ancient Power, fishing for that boost for sure. And not able to get it, but that's okay. So Giratina is going to go ahead and shield this Moonblast. You do want to land a Dragon Claw right now. Will this Dragon Claw be enough to KO? I actually feel like they barely live. They do barely live. Oh, they do get off an attack. Okay, literally one Shadow Claw away from KOing that Cresselia, but the opponent didn't switch out. So what's in the back? Oh my gosh, that's a Charizard. This is going to KO the Charizard. Double super effective damage. You absolutely love to see it, especially if it's a Shadow one, right? Yeah, that is a good game. Very well played. Holy cow, you love to see it, right? Anyway, yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for sharing your battle experiences with us. It's good to see you back. I know I haven't featured you in a while. You haven't submitted content in a while, but it's good to have you back regardless. And I'll see everyone in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.